I like the olden days.
Go sit on the flat.
Might as well practice.
Right.
Well, tell them what you want for Christmas.
That's right.
You don't have to put your shoes on.
No, you don't. Just go ahead and do it.
Here's a sloppy photograph.
This thing happened to me all day.
What kind of memories did you have of those years?
Depression? No.
Not yours, Dad. That's not a
Well, that was when the
Capital T, capital D.
capital of depression.
Be quiet. We have to be quiet. Dad's talking.
At that time, Grandpa Ben was making about $20 or $30 a week, and I was thinking about going into medical school. And that was a very difficult thing to look forward to. But somehow we managed, and somehow Grandpa Ben and Grandpa Margaret managed to pull me through those years. Very bad years, but we made it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Come on now.
Where's the next year? Do you
I mean,
remember?
listen to.
Okay. How, when, and where did you meet Granny, and how did you ask her to marry you?
This was a very happy.
Wait, let me get on.
Don't tell what happened between.
This was a very happy occasion. It happened on New Year's Eve in 1939. We were at a fraternity dance, and Granny had a date with somebody else. And before that, a good friend of mine said, "I want you to meet this little Irish girl from that Dutch town up in Price Hill." So I went over to meet her, and as Dr. John Tew said previously, it was magic at first sight. And so, in January 1940, we were married. But before that, I don't know when I caught the question, but it wasn't too long after that. And that's how I met Granny.
Too long after you married, or too long after that?
How or when did you decide you wanted to become a doctor? And what did your parents think?
Grandma thought she died and went to heaven.
About money.
When I started, actually, I think in the sophomore year in high school, I had feelings that I wanted to be a doctor. And those feelings developed, and of course my parents were very proud. They always considered themselves, I'm not the doctor, I'm only the doctor's mother, the doctor's father. But they were very proud. They accepted my decision with great pride.
How old were you when you drove your first car? What kind was it, and who taught you to drive?
This was a Model T Ford, and I started to drive at about the age of 12. And Grandpa Ben taught me to drive. There was no traffic on the streets. It was very safe to drive. It was like driving in a parking lot all over the city, so there was no problem as far as traffic was concerned. The Model T Ford was a car that had 3 pedals, and it was quite a feat to decide what you were supposed to do when. We had a lot of fun doing it. So I was age 12 when I started to drive.
College. Did you live on campus? Who was your best friend in college? And what were the college parties like?
I think a deciding factor of Xavier College because of economic conditions, I knew that I had to stay in town. Xavier College at that time, or St. Xavier College at that time, which is now Xavier University, had a great reputation here in town, and that's the only place I ever wanted to go. The college parties, they were fun. My best friend, I don't really have any one best friend. I had a lot of very good friends, and a lot of them were my fraternity brothers, and I don't think you want me to go on with those.
When you were young, who did you play with? Did you play golf with?
When I was growing up and in grade school, the neighborhood was without traffic. It was free, and we used to play baseball in the street. I lived on Lexington Avenue in Avondale. And I think one of the interesting things of that particular street, of about I'd say maybe a dozen and a half young people we played with. There must have been at least 4 or 5 doctors come off of that street. And they all. Oh, do you live in Lexington too? Good. 6. So.
None were as good as Leo, though.
Granny Janny taught me to play golf. What do you think of that? Really? Yeah, Granny Janny taught me to play golf.
I'll play golf too.
You're a rich kid? Okay, Neil
No
Smith.
wonder you sliced the ball. What sports did you get involved in, and do you have any memories about high school that you want to share?
St. Xavier High School was then downtown, and your Uncle Barry and Neil also went downtown. I had no idea what to do. Barry went there. I don't know what to do.
I was the last graduating class.
But anyway, I have very fond memories. I played football, believe it or not, at St. X High, involved in a lot of intramural sports, and had a lot of very fond memories of St. Xavier High. Is that all your question?
Did you have any jobs during your high school years, and did your parents expect you to have a job? And did you have any during high school?
Were you gainfully employed?
Yes, I did have a job in high school. This is something I didn't answer Neil before, but I also had a car, a Model T Ford, in high school in my junior year.
We never had a car.
Hey, run that one back.
I'm not going to get
Hey, the reason I had a car was because I sort of conned my parents into the fact that I could make money on a paper route. And in order to have a paper route at that time, you had to have a car to get the bundles of papers around and get out from school and so on and so forth. So I did have a job. I had a paper route in Norwood. And I carried papers all week long and would collect for them on the weekend. And I think I probably made something like $25 a week or something like that. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good deal.
Yeah, it was a good deal.
Tell us about playing football against the Haskell Indians.
This is another believe it or not story. I weighed about 160 pounds when I was in Xavier University and played an end. And
Hey, boy.
we had a lot of fun on Thanksgiving Day because it was traditional to play the Haskell Indians, which was a team.
Carve them up for Thanksgiving dinner.
And from somewhere in Kansas, and they would bring these almost professional teams in, and usually they would whomp our pants when they came in. In one particular incident I remember on the Thanksgiving Day is they had a little, real fleet-footed back called Rabbit Weller. And I was going down under punt with our floating center. And this Rabbit Weller ran right between us and ran on off the field for a touchdown. And this was Dave Harmon, the center. And Dave said, "Look at that little somebody go."
Did you ever play against Jim Thorpe?
No, I didn't play. Levi Brothers. Levi Brothers was one of the halftime things that they would stand at one end of the field and throw a forward pass to the other end of the field, 100 yards. And this was a great big show that they had. And one of the last times that they demonstrated this, the people in the stands didn't realize that the other guy at the other end of the field was throwing their back to it. They were a great team. We had a lot of fun those days.
Great. Where did you live when you were my age? And what grade school did you attend? And what was your favorite or best subject?
When I was your age, Mark, we lived in Avondale on Lexington Avenue. At that time, it was a very nice neighborhood. We went to St. Andrew's School, and that was a parochial school. And it was sort of a rough and tough school, but we had good teachers, which we didn't appreciate at that time. And I don't know that I had any favorite subject. We all had a lot of fun, and we tried to get through school the best way we could.
Sounds familiar.
What were your holiday celebrations
Like when you were a young boy, and you remember any special present you received. What?
What was my holiday? What was the question? Do that again.
Your holiday celebrations like this. Like when you were young, way back. You remember any special present, like a birthday that you received. Remember?
Don't make us do this again.
I still forget.
I won't be able to stand it.
You missed it.
Oh, my holiday celebrations, although they were always happy, they were nowhere near as happy as they are these holidays with all of you. And my special presents was a little red automobile I used to drive all around.
And ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Just want to stand up, Lauren.
What did you do after school or on weekends when you were a young boy?
A young boy in grade school, Lauren.
I want to hear about Betty Wilgamuth.
When I was in grade school, I used to go down and play with Betty Wilgamuth
In the sandbox.
And then when I got to high school when I was a young boy, I used to go out and I would play football, and then I would go out with some girls. And then when I got to college after school, I would go out with some girls.
In the sandbox?
And no more sandboxes.
Just follow these.
Do you have any pets when you were growing up?
So, it looked like Rin Tin Tin, only one ear was dropped down like that, all the time.
Like Tina.
His name was Pup.
Whoa.
Pup.
That's a good name. Okay. Okay, gotta say it real loud, okay? Okay, ready? Did you ever go at nursery school?
Nursery school.
Good fortune or pleasure to go to nursery school. I went to kindergarten.
Who was your teacher?
The teacher was Miss Flockenpluth.
Miss Lepp.
Loud.
Yeah.
Say it real big and loud.
Well,
Turn
God.
the Barry. Say the question. Okay. Ready?
Go.
Grandpa, what was your favorite toy when you were a little kid?
When I was a little kid,
What was your favorite toy?
a toy, well, I told you about my little red wagon. It was like a little automobile. And it had foot pedals, and when you push the foot pedals, it would go. And I used to have a lot of fun with that. And I guess that was one of my favorite toys. Okay?
And that's the truth.
They're just gonna.
Yep. Yes, they are. Watch.
They can pop.
Find like a tie on there too.
Indiana Jones.
That's your hat.
My hat.
My God, you're getting a little bit better in your taste.
Mostly our ride.
Wait, we need an intro.
Y'all should turn off the TV.
We need an intro.
That's it.
Not
Just special things tonight.
Take one.
And some unspecial things as well.
Take two.
But all of this would not have been possible without the hostessing of this next performer,
Take the wine.
Give him away.
who is
Get the hook.
who is going to perform for us her special rendition of Tea for Two. And we speak of the hostess,
With
Sue
the
for
hostess!
Two.
I messed up on the first part, which is just the music. My teacher comes on and overrides it, so I'll do better second go round. And it won't take more than 4 minutes. So,
God, I hope we have that much tape.
ready?
Okay.
No, this is not.
It's coming, it's coming. The musicians are back here warming up.
Okay.
Okay.
Happy birthday to
Tea for two, you for me. Okay, John. Don't know the rest.
Where's them violiners?
I love it.
She really is crazy.
That's the part I don't know. Okay, ready? Ready, Dan? Wait a minute.
She's coming back on stage now. That's from
Okay, go ahead and dance.
Wait a second. Wait, here, me.
Okay.
Just come around here.
The berry took.
Oh, like a ballerina. Like the
I do.
Michael does. Want Michael to help you? No?
Okay, ready?
You need some music.
That's right.
Welcome today.
I'm not on the third one.
What do you got?
We just got to.
Oh, you're ahead.